Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today I am going to discuss about file manipulation in Unix. So today we will learn about different commands we use for file manipulation, like creating a file in Unix, copying the files, moving the files, updating the permissions, comparing the files, etc. etc. So let's go one by one. So basically, like what is the file manipulation? So file manipulation in Linux, basically it's how we create in Windows, right? Like any file, create a file and then some edit. So in Linux we have a commands. So let's discuss on that. So first command is touch. So touch basically we use to create a blank file. So let's use a touch command. I'm copying this command touch file dot txt ls. Yeah, if you see right, one file dot txt is created. Cat file dot txt. Yeah, so I'm doing like viewing the content, but there is no file content in the file. So it is just 0 byte file. If I show you plus minus ltr. So here you can see this file, right, with 0 byte. So there is a file, but there is no data. Okay, so touch is basically create a blank file. Okay, now go back to Notepad. Second command is cp. So cp command basically like copy paste we used to do in Windows, right? So same way we have this command which is used to create copy the file one file to another. So let's say let's do it. So before that we first create a file. So to create a file we use vi command, vi file1.txt. Okay, editor is open. I'm writing some contents. I'll okay. Now run wq. Okay, get file1.txt, file1.txt. So now we have a one file, right? File1.txt. Let's copy that file to another file1.txt to file.txt. Okay, ls minus ltr. Okay, so now you can see two files, right? One which we created and one which we copied from file1.txt. Okay, now next command is mv. Okay, so mv is basically cut paste, or we can say moving file from one location to another. So uh, let me clear out ls. Okay, pwd. Okay, so this file one and 2.txt are present inside this directory. Okay, so I'm just moving one file2.txt to /home slash Samir slash documents. Okay, so this file moved now. See, file 2 is not here, right? Now I'm doing cd just ls. Okay, so you can see this file too, right, inside this directory. So mv is used basically to moving the file one location to another. Okay, now next command is rm. So rm used to remove the directories or files. So let's say we have this file, right, file2.txt. I'm using rm command to remove this file, file2.txt. Yeah, file is removed. Let's do ls. Yeah, you can see, right, file is not present, so file is removed or deleted, we can say. Next command is chmod. So chmod is basically to give some permissions or remove some permissions on existing files or directories. So let's go back to the directories pwd cd dot clear pwd ls clear ls minus lt. Okay, now you can see right here file1.txt having read write permission to owner and same permission to group and same only read permission to what we call users. So now I'm changing, like I'm giving every like read write and execute permission to this file. So let's say chmod 777 file1.txt ls minus lt. Yeah, if you see right, now I gave change the permission. So I gave the full permission, which is like 777. So this way we can use this chmod command. Okay, now next command is cat command. Okay, so cat command is basically display the content of the file. So let's say ls minus lt cat file1, right? So it is displaying content of the file, right? File1. Let's say I'm doing cp file to file2.txt. So I'm just copying the content of the file from one to another. So now pwd ls minus lt. Now we have two files, file1 and file2, right? So now cat file.txt file, sorry, clear clear ls minus lt file, so cat file1.txt file2.txt. So now this will show like content of the both files. You can see, right? Okay. So you understood, right? Like cat command is used to display the content of the file, whether it is one file or two files. If it is two files, it will display the content of the two files. Next command is head command. Okay, so head command basically used to display the lines of first a few lines of the file. So clear ls minus ltr. Okay, sorry, head head minus one. So let's say display the first line of the file, right? File1.txt. So this will display the first line of the file. Let's say first two lines, right? So this command will display first two lines of the file. So similar way it will display whatever number we give, right? Like head minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will display that number of lines from starting. Okay, next command is tail. So tail is basically same similar command like head. Head is like display the initial lines, and tail is used to display the trailing lines. We can say like last one line, last second two lines. So it will display lines from bottom basically. So let's say doing clear ls minus ltr tail minus 1. So let's display the file 1. So see file 1.1 file 1.txt having three lines. First, second, third line, right? Now I'm using tail minus 1 file 1 dot txt. Okay, so it should display this line, last one line. Yeah, it's displaying, right? Okay, let's say 2, right? It display two lines if you see, right? These two. So similar way, it will display all the lines from bottom, whatever numbers we give. Then diff command, right? So diff command is used to compare the files line by line. So let's use diff file1.txt file2.txt. So if you see, right, there is not difference in the file, so that's why it's not showing the difference. So let's edit the file2.txt. Let's make some changes, right? Sorry, file, what is happening? I don't know what happened.